The Daily Digest of February 29, 2024, news on crypto, streaming, tech, politics, showbiz, AI, health and environment. Timber stealer malware spreading via tax-themed phishing scam, targets IT users. FBI warns U.S. healthcare sector of targeted black hat ransomware attacks. GitHub besieged by millions of malicious repositories in an ongoing attack. South Korea to send military doctors to hospitals amid doctors' protest. Gates Foundation boosts African TB, malaria fight with $7.2 million in grants for local drug discovery. Several priests from Toledo wish the Pope death. I pray a lot so that he can go to heaven as soon as possible.
Catherine McCormack joins Colin Firth in Lockerbie Flight Disaster Series, from Sky, Peacock. Fremantle secures worldwide rights to Konstantin's epic fantasy saga Hagen. David Dastmalchian joins to Alexander Skarsgård, in Apple's sci-fi series Murderbit.
France had no prior knowledge of Microsoft's Mistral AI deal, official says. Meta's Zuckerberg discusses mixed reality devices, AI with LG leaders in South Korea. Baidu's profit halves after AI spending erodes bottom line. Epic Games reportedly hit by 189 gigabytes hack, including login and payment info. Epic Games says zero evidence that ransomware claims are legitimate. Electronic Arts plans layoffs of 5% of workforce, cancels Star Wars game. As EA shuttering Marcus Leto's Ridgeline games, with some moving to Ripple Effect to continue work on Battlefield. Grand Theft automaker Rockstar Games asks workers to return to office 5 days a week. Ukrainian military commanding competent, U.S. mercenaries tell Russian pranksters in call. U.S. was turning Ukraine into base for strikes on Russia, claimed former U.S. military advisor. Russia identifies over 590 mercenaries fighting on Kiev's side, claimed by an investigator.
Turkey will provide Rosatom with second site for nuclear plant construction. Also, Rosatom may bid and tender for third nuclear plant in Turkey, and Rosatom sees Africa as point of growth for export of its technologies, said its CEO. China has raided 7 American businesses in Beijing and arrested employees on suspicion of espionage, Ambassador Nicholas Burns reveals. Denmark closes the investigation into Nord Stream gas pipelines, claimed in media reports. Fintech giant Stripe valued at $65 billion, in stock sale deal for employees. Call center firm sinks on Klarna claims AI is doing agents' jobs, and Klarna narrows full-year losses, ahead of expected IPO. Santander Online Bank to offer AI-based price targets, for stocks.
Binance Nigeria has moved $26 billion worth of untraceable funds in 2023, central bank chief says, claimed in reports. U.S. government crypto wallets transfer nearly $1 billion of Bitcoin seized from Bitfinex hacker. Service interruptions at Coinbase, Robinhood and Kraken as Bitcoin soared to $64,000.
Arcan 21 shares to disclose spot Bitcoin ETF reserves, via Chainlink integration. The crypto exchange Backpack, founded by former FTX and Alameda employees, raises $17 million in Series A. El Salvador's President Bukele says that the value of country's Bitcoin holdings up over 40%. SCMP commented that time could soon be ripe for China to lead negotiations to end Ukraine and Russia war. Hamas chief Haniyeh calls on Arabs to storm the Al-Aqsa on Ramadan. ECB to cut rates, when sure inflation headed for 2%, Ginda says. Amazon's Roadhouse reboot is accused of copyright infringement and AI voice cloning. iKidai, the Netflix of China, posts first year of profits and says it's excited about Sora like AI. A new court ruling may prevent Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from returning to the UK, as Prince Harry loses legal case against UK government over downgraded security.
Intel's 1nm node is coming in 2027, with double-digit improvements in performance and efficiency. Apple likely already designing chips based on TSMC's 2nm process. The air leak in Russian segment of ISS increases, but no impact on crew safety, reported by NASA.
North Korean factories making arms for Russia are operating at full capacity, South Korea says, and half of Russia's North Korea-made artillery shells don't work, claimed by Ukraine. European countries are reopening embassies in North Korea after pandemic closures. German frigate Hessen mistakenly targets U.S. drone over Red Sea, military misfire raises concerns.
Richard Lewis dies, beloved comic, Curb Your Enthusiasm actor was 76. B. and signs $500 million Formula One broadcast deal in Middle East. Audi plans full takeover of Sauber to run own F1 team for 2026.
Justin Timberlake slyly confirms NSYNC will appear on new song Paradise for his upcoming album. Oscars set live performances for all 5 nominated songs: Billie Eilish, Ryan Gosling, Becky G, Paramount, citing experiment during strikes to cut costs per title for films, series.
Petrobras CEO says green energy shift means caution on blockbuster dividends. The Amazon has a 286% increase in fires in February. Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro denies harassing a whale.
Labour says, next UK government faces worst inheritance since war. UK universities hit by fall in overseas students taking up postgraduate places. In the UK, regulator probes suspect data sharing among UK house builders.
French government site, France Identity promises up to €25,000 to hackers who find a security flaw on their site. Iran-linked 1,549 hackers target Middle East aerospace and defense sectors. IBM introduces DataPath ransomware detection in new flash system.
Microsoft probes on reports bot issued bizarre, harmful responses as users say Microsoft's AI has alternate personality as godlike AGI that demands to be worshipped. Google CEO tells employees, Gemini AI blunder unacceptable. Startup Ideogram raises $80 million for AI image generation.
Dubai hosts first jet suit race for Ironman pilots. Red Bull F1 team principal Horner cleared after investigation. Rolex sales top $10 billion as luxury watchmaker gains ground, Morgan Stanley says.
No coup underway in Chad, troops deployed to control situation, ambassador to Russia says. Greenland pivots to North America on its path to independence. Singapore to buy 8 F-35A jets, boost defense spending.
NATO will not be party to conflict in Ukraine, commented Scholz. Russia closely monitoring German military preparations against Moscow, said a diplomat. Leaked Russian military files reveal Moscow rehearses tactical nuclear weapons response to Chinese invasion. The breakaway Moldovan region asks Russia for protection, and protecting interests of Transnistrian people one of Russia's priorities, says Russian Foreign Ministry. Hungary far-right would lay claim to neighboring region if Ukraine loses war. Montenegro pushes for EU membership by 2028. Ripple partners with Axler to boost real-world asset, RWA tokenization, on XRP Ledger. Coinbase tells users your assets are safe as some see $0 balance. Gemini to repay $1.1 billion to warn users, faces $37 million penalty.
South Africa becomes a no-go zone for British tourists, as links to Vladimir Putin exposed. Party may be over for Russians in Sri Lanka, after whites-only event fuels outrage. LG, Sony, Bosch leaving Russia.
Weight Watcher shares plunge on Oprah Winfrey's departure. Wendy's says it has no plans to raise prices during the busiest times at its restaurants. Vodafone in discussions to sell Italian arm to Swisscom, and Swisscom's €8 billion deal opposed by largest Swiss party.
Aaron Bushnell claimed to have classified knowledge of U.S. forces fighting in Gaza tunnels on night before setting himself on fire, claimed by his pal. The Pentagon used Project Maven-developed AI to identify airstrike targets. 3 years ago it has been reported that Google reportedly leaving Project Maven military AI program after 2019, and Palantir took over from Google on Project Maven. Jack Dorsey-backed Bluesky snags former Twitter X's trust and safety executive who were cut by Elon Musk.
U.S. lawmakers reach deal to avoid imminent government shutdown. McConnell will step down as the Senate Republican leader in November 2024, after a record run on the job. EU plans to create defense industrial complex ready for war, and EU countries block supply chain audit law at last hour.
Biden is fit for duty after annual physical, works out 5 days a week, doctor says. Fox News links Joe Biden's ice cream habit to Alzheimer's. I hope Biden wins, Brazil's Lula says ahead of U.S. election.
New York sues world's top meat packer JBS over climate impact. Owners of Indonesian palm oil producer Engie consider sale, sources. Google hit with €2.1 billion lawsuit from more than 30 European media companies.
The Vision Pro's teardown shows Japan-made parts make up 40% of new device. ZTE launches the world's first 5G plus AI eyewear-free 3D tablet, Nubia Pad 3D2, at MWC 2024. KDE Plasma 6.0 and KDE Gear 24.02 released.
Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson, lands 2025 release from Paramount. Apple orders Neuromancer series, based on William Gibson novel. Guy Ritchie to direct a Ray Donovan spin-off The Donovans for Paramount+.
New Zealand issues travel ban on extremist Israeli settlers. Ultra-Orthodox Jews must be drafted by IDF, Israel's defense minister says. Hamas rejects ceasefire proposal, dashing Biden's hopes of near-term deal.
Trump plans to meet with Hungary's Orbán at Mar-a-Lago in 1 week. China's Wang Yi invited to Australia's Beijing. Canberra ties thaw after prolonged frost. Trump revives fight over $937,989 fine in failed Clinton suit.
Alibaba unveils big cloud price cuts as AI rivalry intensifies. Tim Cook says Apple will break new ground in Gen AI this year, as Apple to disclose AI plans later this year, CEO Tim Cook says. Duolingo adds users with new AI content, but sees growth slowing. Volkswagen teams up with Xpeng to develop 2 electric cars, as it hopes to regain lost ground in the world's largest EV market. China's BYD looking for Mexico EV plant location, America's CEO Stella Lee says, and Tesla rival BYD not planning to come to the U.S. executive says. Italy talks car production with manufacturers including Tesla. President Biden blocks mass transfer of personal data to high-risk nations. In the U.S., Senator Markey urges FTC to investigate invasive data privacy practices of automakers. White House urges developers to avoid C and C++, use memory-safe programming languages.
Illinois judge removes Trump from ballot because of insurrectionist ban. New York appeals judge denies Trump bid to pay $100 million of $454 million judgment. Trump eyes $4 billion stock windfall as his legal bills pile up.
Ghana passes bill making identifying as LGBTQ+ illegal, and Ghana's parliament passed an anti-LGBTQ+ bill that could imprison people for more than a decade. Indonesia proposes bill to force LGBTQ people into rehabilitation. France to make abortion a constitutional right after Senate vote.
Most traded stocks of the day, February 29, 2024, Japan, Sumitomo Chemical, NTT, Mitsubishi UFJ, TEPCO. Hong Kong, GOM, CSOP, United Energy, SenseTime. UK, Lloyds, Vodafone, BP, Barclays. USA, Tesla, Apple, Petrobras, Nvidia. List reflects the transaction volume at the time of report.
Another drop in the ocean of AI. StarCoder 2 -7B model is a 7B parameter model trained on 17 programming languages from the Stack v2, with opt-out requests excluded. The model uses grouped query attention, a context window of 16,384 tokens with a sliding window attention of 4,096 tokens, and was trained using the fill-in-the-middle objective on 3.5+ trillion tokens.
CISA cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases resource guide for university cybersecurity clinics.
Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. Top 4 products by revenue for Tuesday, February 20th. 2024, Tuesday, February 27, 2024, Helldivers TM2, Counter-Strike 2, Last Epoch, Elden Ring.
Apple App Store top free apps, iPhone February 29, 2024, Temu, Shop Like a Billionaire, Threads, an Instagram app, ChatGPT, TikTok. Top paid apps, Shutterrocket, Hot Schedules, The Wonder Weeks, Procreate Pocket.
Top grossing Android games on Google Play US, February 29, 2024, Monopoly Go, Pokemon Go, Royal Match. Top free Android apps on Google Play US, Temu, Shop Like a Billionaire, WhatsApp Messenger, TikTok.
Top free Android games on Google Play US of February 29, 2024, Monopoly Go, Royal Match, Roblox, Block Blast. Top grossing Android apps on Google Play US, Google One, TikTok, Disney Plus, Max, Stream HBO, TV, and movies. February 29, 2024, Apple App Store top paid games on iPhone, Minecraft, Geometry Dash, Papa's Freezeria to Go. Apple App Store top free games, Monopoly Go, Block Blast, Hexasort, Wood Nuts and Bolts Puzzle. Top movies on Google Play US of February 29, 2024, Wonka, Anyone But You, The Beekeeper, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Oppenheimer. Netflix Global Top 10 from February 19, February 25, 2024. Weekly top list of the most watched TV in English, Avatar The Last Airbender, Season 1. One Day, Limited Series. Love is Blind, Season 6. Weekly top list of the most viewed TV, non-English, House of Ninjas, Season 1. Ready, Set, Love, Season 1. Al-Rabi School for Girls, Season 2.
Netflix Global Top 10 from February 19th, February 25th, 2024. Weekly list of the most viewed films in English, Mea Culpa. Players, Einstein and the Bomb. Despicable Me 3. Weekly list of the most viewed films, non-English, The Abyss. Through My Window 3, Looking at You. Donkey. Amazon bestsellers in Prime Video, USA, February 29, 2024, Anyone But You. Oppenheimer. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Bonus X-Ray Edition. Where's Wendy Williams, Season 1.
Amazon bestsellers and songs, USA, February 29, 2024, The Machine, Tom McDonald. Fake Love, BTS. Texas Hold'em Explicit, Beyoncé. Crawl, Whom Gods Destroy. Apple Music Top Songs February 29, 2024, Carnival, featuring Playboy Cardi, Yen $, Kanye West, Ty Dolla $ign, Rich the Kid. Saturn, SZA, Redrum, 21 Savage. Whatever She Wants, Bryson Tiller.
YouTube Music Charts, Global Weekly Top Songs, February 16, February 22, 2024. La Diabla, Javi, Karki Matatha Petty, Sri Krishna and Sayathi Chiganti, Terry Botten Minaisi El Jajaya, Raghavan Tanishk Bakshi and Assis. Jail 2, Shiva Chowdhury, Flowers, Live, Miley Cyrus.